This looks like claws made to tear something apart, right? But what's really surprising is that this giant creature wasn't a predator. With its terrifying appearance and confusing true nature, this dinosaur completely breaks all the rules you know. A creature that looks like a nightmare, yet doesn't eat meat. Are you ready to meet this extraordinary being? Here it is, Therizinosaurus. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video for more unknown facts and mysterious content. Those massive claws weren't just for show. When needed, they could transform into an incredibly powerful and deadly defense mechanism. If a predator got too close, a single swing of those long, slender, razor-sharp claws could cause serious injuries. In fact, these claws were so large that they posed a major threat to anything that came near. Because of this, most predators would think twice before attacking. Even though Therizinosaurus was not a meat-eating dinosaur, it was still one of the most impressive and intimidating creatures in nature when it came to defending itself. Therizinosaurus had a completely herbivorous diet, unlike its carnivorous relatives. And this was one of the most striking features that set it apart from other theropod dinosaurs. Despite having sharp and powerful jaws, it didn't tear flesh but instead fed on plants. Thanks to its long neck, it could easily reach high tree branches, using its massive claws to pull them closer and strip off leaves with ease. Additionally, its wide and bulky body suggests it had a well-developed digestive system capable of processing plant material. This also indicates that it likely spent a large part of its day feeding. So, despite its intimidating appearance, this giant was actually a peaceful creature that spent most of its time quietly feeding and living in harmony with its environment. This contrast is what makes it one of the most fascinating and unusual dinosaurs of the prehistoric world. Therizinosaurus was largely covered in feathers, and this was one of the most distinctive features that set it apart from many other dinosaurs. These feathers weren't for flying. Instead, they helped regulate body temperature and adapt to environmental conditions. Additionally, these feathers may have made it appear larger and more intimidating, giving it an extra advantage in keeping potential predators away. During colder periods, this covering would have played a vital role, while also giving it a very unique and unusual appearance. Moreover, the color and structure of these feathers may have provided camouflage, helping it blend into its environment. This would have allowed it to hide more effectively and avoid potential dangers. Some scientists even believe these feathers may have played a role in communication or attracting mates. So, contrary to what you might expect, this massive and intimidating dinosaur was actually covered in feathers, making it one of the strangest yet most fascinating creatures of the prehistoric world. Moreover, the feathers could ripple gently in the wind as it moved, creating a striking visual effect for anyone nearby. This movement not only helped it communicate with other Therizinosaurus individuals, but also served to deter potential predators or rivals. The density and thickness of the feathers acted as insulation against changing weather, making survival easier. Some scientists believe that the colors and patterns of the feathers also played an important role in species recognition or mating behaviors. In this way, Therizinosaurus stood out as a highly adaptable creature, capable of both protecting itself and communicating socially. Therizinosaurus's head was relatively small compared to other giant theropods. But this small size didn't limit its abilities because it wasn't a predator. Its small head was perfectly suited to its feeding habits, especially for reaching up to tree branches to strip leaves and consume plant material. Additionally, the light structure of its head, combined with its long neck and massive claws, helped it maintain balance. This allowed Therizinosaurus to use its enormous claws powerfully while keeping control over its movements. Its small head also enhanced its senses. Sharp eyes and a highly developed sense of smell allowed it to constantly monitor its surroundings, quickly spotting both food sources and potential dangers. As a result, its chances of survival among other giant herbivores and predators were significantly higher. Moreover, the small but effective design of its head enabled it to use its energy efficiently, moving and feeding for long periods without tiring. This unique combination made it not only an impressive creature, but also a highly adaptable giant in its prehistoric environment. Therizinosaurus was one of the most striking dinosaurs of the prehistoric world due to its bizarre and unusual appearance. Its long neck, massive claws, feather-covered body, and small head combined to create a look that was both terrifying and astonishing. This incredible combination made it truly unique among other theropods and herbivorous dinosaurs. Therizinosaurus's odd appearance may also have played a role in how it interacted with other creatures in its environment. This unusual build could have been an effective way to intimidate predators, compete with rivals, and attract attention during mating rituals. Its fearsome yet impressive form made it not just a giant herbivore, but also a commanding and attention-grabbing presence in its habitat. Therizinosaurus's fascinating appearance has always captivated scientists and inspired further research. Its look may have provided both advantages and disadvantages in its prehistoric ecosystem. But one thing is certain: it could never be considered an ordinary dinosaur. This unique combination ensured that it remained memorable as both a terrifying and intriguing creature. Therizinosaurus, with its bizarre and unusual appearance, massive claws, feather-covered body, and small head, stands out as one of the most striking and unforgettable giants of the prehistoric world, both terrifying and awe-inspiring. A living proof of how creative and astonishing nature can be, continuing to spark curiosity from the past to the present. If you want to learn more about this extraordinary dinosaur, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments.